There's my beauty, Gemma Grace. Ain't she purty? Well, she's a badass too. She get up and go now. Don't you do it. Don't you do it, you bearded piece of hippie shit. Hey there, YouTubes. Mike here. Known on the YouTubes as Mike Haley7. On the way home. This beautiful day of February 22nd, 2018. And spring is a-springin'. Green is coming back. The leaves are coming back. And with it, we will have allergies. Oh well. I started into a fitness thing. Not because it's the new year. So just for some reason I got to this point. I looked down at the scale. And I was 243 pounds. And I'm only 5'11", 6 feet with my boots on. 243 pounds is inappropriate. So I said, that's enough. I got me a FitBit. And I've been walking like a fiend. I've been counting calories. Every drink I take, every drink of water I get, I put it in the phone, in the app. And so far, in the last 7 days, I've done 100,000 steps. I don't know what my average is. You can do the math on that one, but yesterday I did 17,800. So far today I've got, I think, 13,500. My legs are killing me, especially my bad leg. Jeez, look at this, look at this. Isn't this amazing? All this new construction going on. That used to be foresty, woodland, and now it's all houses. Turning this place into a copy of the Northeast. It's a shame. Oh well. Hell, I moved down here. Somebody else thought it was a shame that I moved down here, so. So that's what I've been up to lately. Trying to get a little bit thinner, a little bit healthier, a little bit stronger. I was always into fitness when I was a younger person. I used to ride my bicycle for miles and miles and miles all the time. I used to walk for miles and miles and miles all the time. Sit-ups and push-ups and lifting weights and all that jazz. And then in 2010, it all went to complete crap as I broke my leg there, and so couldn't really do it anymore. So I'm back to it now, trying anyway. If you look at videos of me in 2009, it's like, is it the same guy? Yeah, I know. Got fat and middle-aged. See over here? See, I don't know if you can see this coming up here. Look at those blossoms. Aren't they pretty? February 22nd. Trees are blossoming. My shout out today should be dedicated to the people in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, I guess, Kansas City, Oklahoma City. Up that way anyway. Rain and sleet and snow and ice. Wisconsin, they used to get all kinds of snow and ice and horribleness. Watch my video and enjoy the, let me see, what's the temperature? 77 degrees Fahrenheit. Down here in North Carolina. And if you love where you live and you don't mind the winter, good. But if you don't like the winter, you say, geez, this is terrible, I hate this. Leave. Come here. Gum the place up. I have. I love it here. You know what? I'm going to go straight. I'm not going to go left. I was going to go left and then show you the place that had my name on it, but then I'd have to blur out stuff. I don't want identity theft to happen or whatever. Not that I don't trust you lovely people. Anyway, in that last video I did this morning, I saw my name on one of those Adopt a Highway signs saying, in loving memory of Mike Cayley 7. Not, I didn't say that exactly, but it was my name, middle initial and everything. Like, oh, that ain't good. So I took it as a sign, as HR said, an omen. And I decided to not ride that day. Alright, so let's get into a topic that's going to cause all kinds of yelling and screaming. That topic is the shooting in Florida. Here's my take on the shooting in Florida. This kid bought an AR-15 legally. And you can say what you want about, you know, mental disorders and whatnots. But I have a kind of an outside take on the whole thing that nobody seems to be talking about. And it's this. Every time one of these mass shootings happens, Columbine, which happened during the assault weapons ban, by the way, multiple school shootings over the years, Newtown, Connecticut, and the Las Vegas thing, and Virginia Tech, which was not committed with an AR-15. Virginia Tech wasn't. Whenever there's a mass shooting, the hue and cry goes up on either side of a line. The line is between people who want to have gun control and people who don't. And there's all kinds of name calling. You know, if you're for gun control, you're going to say, you heartless, conservative, rich, corrupt, in the pocket of the NRA type dupes of the Republican Party, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And if you're a conservative, you anti-constitutional, communist, snowflake, libtard. And the two sides raise their ugly heads and scream and yell for a little while. And then everything quiets down. Oh, the other one is, don't talk about this issue now. Don't politicize this issue. It's too soon. And then, you know, a month goes by, and then there's another one, and another one, and another one. I think that it's too soon bullshit is just fucking stupid. I mean, is it not too soon to talk about Columbine? I mean, if that's the tack you're going to take. If you say it's too soon to talk about it, we gotta wait a while. Okay, well, give me a timeline. Not that I want to talk about it in the way you think I do. I'm still getting to that. So, both sides scream and yell about, we need this, we need that, there ought to be a law, there ought to not be a law, whatever the hell. And then nothing changes. Have you noticed that? Nothing changes. Now, those who don't want gun control say, woohoo, nothing changes. And those who do want control say, boo-hoo, nothing changed. But I think we need to talk about something else. And that is the culture of the country. We had guns for many, many years, hundreds of years we've had guns. And we haven't really had these mass shootings since like we've had them since the 50s or 60s. That one in Texas. That one, what's it? I can't remember the guy's name now. Anyway, the guy in the Texas tower did the mass shooting, and then it's been a thing kind of since then. And I'm sure that you could find stories before that, but it seems to be what do they call it? An epidemic of it now, a pandemic. It's going across the whole country. And it doesn't have to be with AR-15s. It's also being committed with just regular old handguns. And people making makeshift bombs and stuff. I mean, it's just ridiculous. But we had guns before all that. We had guns back in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, and there weren't massive gun shootings all over the damn place. Something happened to the culture. And it's not insanity necessarily. Sure, we have a really crappy problem dealing with, insanity and keeping crazy people away from guns. But that's only part of it. It's the culture that says, I'm going to solve my problem by shooting somebody. Either, that guy kicked my butt in school, I have to get revenge and kill him, or you looked at me wrong, or I want your sneakers, or I want to shoot a bunch of people, I want to be famous. There's all kinds of stupid reasons to shoot, and not all of them have to be because you're insane. It's this culture we have, and I don't think it's violent video games either, because there are plenty of people who play violent video games, they don't go out shooting. I played Grand Theft Auto once, and I did all kinds of depraved crap on that game. And sure, when I got back in my car to go home from my friend's house, I thought, well, don't go crashing into anybody. But it was more like a joke than it was a serious thought. So I don't think it's the games or the TV. I don't know, maybe the TV shows, I'm not sure. It's just this culture of guns will solve your problem. And I think part of it is parents. You can't really blame, I mean, you can and you can't. Parents work their asses off now. You got single parent or even, two parents, and they're out working their butts off. They don't really have the time. People don't communicate as much as they used to in the family. It's, the kids are off playing on their little iPads and whatnots. You got to sit down and have a conversation with your kid about stuff. I mean, education, I think, is a huge deal. You have to educate people about what's appropriate behavior and what's not. Instead of focusing on test scores and STEM education, you need to start teaching people how to be in society, how to be a positive contributing member to your society. Don't be a selfish prick, It's all about me nowadays, and preparing for the zombie apocalypse because I'm going to defend myself against the zombies, which are my neighbors. Whatever happened to let's pull together and get through this, In the Great Depression, if they had the attitude we have now, they'd all be turning into cannibals in a week. I mean, that generation that went through the Great Depression and World War II, there's a reason they're called the Greatest Generation. Sure, they had their problems, but geez. Didn't have this glorification of death like we seem to now. We're just waiting for the end times constantly. I think we need to educate people. I think we need to have morality brought back. I think we need to have, your basic social contract studied, how to be in society nowadays. No, I don't think you need gun control. I think you need people control. That's my take anyway. This is my Kaylee 7. Fight amongst yourselves. Talk to you later.